Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal is now a year ago. The both clubs have agreed on Bruno Guimaraes' deal moving to Arsenal. Every single Arsenal fan should be excited that Bruno Guimaraes is now joining Arsenal. And Arsenal, this is showing the seriousness that they are ready to defend the Premier League next season. This is a very fantastic player coming to join Arsenal. Now, Newcastle have approved Bruno Guimaraes going to Arsenal for his medical. So, Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal is now a year ago. Now, moving over to Chelsea. Chelsea are ready to trigger the release clause of Diogo Costa, the FC Porto keeper. Now, looking at Jorgensen now going to Strasbourg to get more playing time. Diogo Costa coming into Chelsea to show seriousness that Xabi Alonso needs Diogo Costa to now compete with Sanchez for that #1 spot. Because leaving only Sanchez as the #1 goalkeeper in the Chelsea team is not a very wise thing to do, because they need competition in that position to show who is competent enough to keep Chelsea up in the game for next season. Chelsea has finally sold Chalobah to Como, and Como paid €30 million plus 6 million add-ons. And now there's also a release clause in this deal, meaning that if Chalobah is being sold to any other club, Chelsea will be getting a release clause in the future bonus from this deal. And Chalobah wanted this move to join Como for next season. Monaco wants to sign Romeo Lavia for €25 million, and Chelsea are open to accept this deal if Xabi Alonso does not see Romeo Lavia part of his project for the season. So, and this is an open door for Romeo Lavia to get more playing time, leaving Chelsea to go to Monaco to go and play there. And also, Romeo Lavia is open to this move. We'll be hearing more updates for Romeo Lavia joining Monaco for this summer. Man City has actually made the bid for Johnny Morulli, and now it's now up to Olympique Marseille to accept this deal. But negotiations are going between both clubs, so we hear more updates for Johnny Morulli joining Man City this summer. Pochettino has extended his contract to stay as the manager of the US national team, and now he did so outstanding during the World Cup, and he's staying as the manager until 2030. Jimenez Faye is finally leaving the Ivory Coast team. His contract was not renewed, and he's leaving the Ivory Coast team after they were eliminated during the World Cup. But the funny thing about this manager is that he won them the AFCON, defeating Nigeria in that final that was hosted in that country. And now the Ivory Coast Football Federation is looking out for other managers that can come in to take that position from Jimenez Faye to coach the Ivory Coast national team. While the Ivory Coast Football Federation is looking out for a manager that can replace the previous boss, Renard has been mentioned as the leading candidate to replace him. And now the appointment is expected to take place within 24 or 48 hours. So we hear more update for Renard becoming the Ivory Coast coach for the next tournament. Masantuono will be leaving Real Madrid this summer on a loan move. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. The two clubs I mentioned they were interested to get Masantuono were Italian clubs, and now Fiorentina are now leading the race to sign Masantuono on a loan move. Now the both clubs are discussing what it takes to sign Masantuono to join the next season, but what is still pending at the moment is Masantuono's wages. So we'll be hearing more updates regarding to Masantuono